Hello, everybody. This is Yvonne Reborn. I was not thinking about making a video, but I am. This video, we're going to talk about coming forward with your truth and what may happen afterwards and some words for you. I'm working on a particular podcast episode that has been most difficult to make. This episode is raw and is calling out to the community for certain things, certain issues about coming forward when you are done wrong in the Orisha traditions. And something else happened today. Two things happened. One, an Orisha, I don't have her permission to speak, but all I'm gonna say is Mafedefungoya every day. She reached out to me to give me words of encouragement. She said a couple of things to me. One was how brave I am. I laughed. I'm like, I am not brave. I am chicken shit and it's scary and it doesn't feel good. And she's like, well, we need to hear those things. She told me a little bit of what happened to her. And she said, I was not brave enough to come forward when I was done wrong in the traditions. But you did. And I said, it wasn't my fault. Oromila asked me to do it. I didn't want to, but here we are. And then something else happened. So I'm going to tell you all. If you were done wrong in the Orisha traditions, if you were done wrong, I encourage you to do two things. Number one, speak about it and get support right away. And two, come forward. Now, I understand why you may not want to. I understand that it is scary. I understand that you will feel threatened. They may threaten you. They may take people that you loved away from you. They may say lies about you. They may tell people that never happened, and you're like, but it's right here. And they will spread a lot of things. Another thing that may happen is that your character will be questioned. Are you sane enough? Why didn't you know this before? Why didn't you come forward before? Why are you coming forward years later? Why are you even talking about it? That probably never happened. So you're going to find that. You are going to find that somebody will try to shred you, which is why a lot of people do not want to come forward. However, if you do, keep everything that you can provide as proof. I am not going to rest until perhaps there is a dent into these practices that are happening. I'm not the only one. That's the thing. I'm not the only one that this is happening to. I literally, so to the person that I know who's an Omoyamaya who gave me this word, thank you. People are doing lukusheshe things. That's not a word, by the way, but it is now. I stole it from him, but he gave me permission to steal it. Lukusheshe, they're doing things that are not supposed to be done. You're not alone. Why you feel so threatened? Why they threaten you? Let me go. Why they threaten you? Because if you open your mouth, the spotlight will shine on them. I want you to know that if you've been wronged, you are not alone. You're not. I was told of an instance today that left me with my jaw open. However, in this particular instance, the community got together to get rid of him, at least out of the state. I'm very intrigued to find out the rest of the story because, oh my God, that is so awesome. But for more than 95% of people who are wronged in our traditions, they don't come forward. They're scared. They feel exactly what I'm going through. They feel threatened. They are spoken badly of. They are said, no, no, no. Baba so-and-so and Iya so-and-so would never do such a thing, ever, to anyone. She's lying. He's lying. And they basically have to swallow their experiences and hopefully find some comfort. I am making this video for one, the people who will hurt you the most are the ones you have loved in the traditions. They could be family. They could be your god brother, your god sister, definitely godparents, absolutely. If you haven't down and out, that's a given. Their friends, the people that you have loved over the years will come after you. However, maferefun ochosi, maferefun orumila, maferefun bogbo egun, bogbo orisha. No matter what, truth always comes out. Even if it was just to you and no one was there, I have found that when eguns are involved and when real Orisha essence reaches the earth and touches their priests, holy hell, truth comes out. Stuff you never even spoke about. So even though you might feel, but who's going to believe me? There's a community out there of people who have been wronged before, who have also stepped in to right the wrongs of messed up people, not even priests, or priests who are doing botched up stuff. What I'm asking everybody, one, if you were wronged, find your circle of people who is going to help you, nurture you, uplift you. Two, tell your story. I know you don't want to. I don't want to. I look like I'm this brave person and that I have it all together. I don't. It hurts. It hurts when I know that my husband scraped my head. I know that I received a legba in 2021 when it was supposed to be done at the Orisha. I know that I received Obatala in 2021 when it was supposed to be received together. I know that I don't have an Ajubona. I know that. And there are still people out there telling the story that they were there when they weren't. And I know that. But interestingly enough, I want you to know that when you do, I am going to ask that you pray to your guardian angel and you pray to your eguns, the ones you may not even know. Pray to your ancestors and tell them, support me, because I feel like I want to break. People look at me and they're like, oh my God, she's so strong. No, I'm not. I lost in this my entire life. I lost what I thought was a marriage worth saving. I lost my identity as a priest. I lost my family. The people that I thought were going to be there for me are the first ones who will stab me, kill me, and twist it, take it out again, and do it over again. These are my blood as well. They have taken my story and put it up to what they thought was their story. It's hard when you have to go and live out your day knowing I'm a target. I'm always going to be in conversation. I understand. But I want you to know you're not alone. You are not alone. I open up the Orisha Wisdom community. It's always been open. I have seen and heard throughout the years, even when I thought I was a priest, some of the most horrible stories I've heard from the people's mouths of what happened. And then the story kept coming up in other places where they have, the people who hurt them have hurt other people as well. I want you to know, one, tell your story. I am going to be speaking very soon about what happens when you tell that story. I know that because I'm living it. It's not easy. I don't want to be the poster child for this. Who does? Like, who does? But I am saying this, no script, no editing. If we are to make a difference in this community, we need to do it together. You want us, the people who've been wronged, to come forward. What happens to us when we do? What can the community do for us or on our behalfs after we come out? Those people are still functioning. I can't even tell you the number of animals I'm sure have been killed on my name. I've already been killed twice. You're talking to a dead woman. You're looking at a dead woman who's had 2 funerals. Twice. You can't even say no. I provided the letter where it says what's going to happen and what I have to provide. What do we do? What I am asking, for the ones who have been wronged, you're not alone. You're not the first. You're not going to be the last. But understand that you don't have to be alone. I understand the break in your faith that these actions do. I get it. It's interesting. And I'm going to be coming up with a story, and I'm going to share the story of something that happened to me that changed my relationship with that Orisha completely. And even after Orisha comes down to earth to speak, it was hard because faith teeters. When you are here in this spot and you're trying to make sense of what happened to you, and then there's a spiritual and you're like, where was this help before? I just want you to know, Orisha does not set out traps for you to fail. Maybe Eshu, we need to have another conversation about this because Eshu just likes to see what we're going to do. But we're not talking about that. We're talking overall. But they're not there trying to trip you and make you die and make you fall. Orisha doesn't do this. People do this. I want you to know that you're not alone. I am asking also the community, real priests, vetted, vouched for. When you hear a story, wrap your spiritual arms around that person, because in order for that person to speak, their world has just broken. My world still breaks. Wrap your arms around them because we need it. We sometimes lose so much by coming forward. So much. In my personal life, I literally have to start over. And I'm grateful to my friends who have stuck by me, and to the ones who heard him. I hope you hear the truth. And if you don't, it's okay. Because nobody's going to take away what I lived. And what this did to me as a human, on a human essence level. I get where you've been wronged. I have heard stories from godparents completely belittling and putting a person, turning them to this into this. I have heard of sexual matters that priests have done to non-priests or younger priests. I have heard of the complete, like me, excommunicated. I've heard that. I've heard of the spiritual wars against the person who has spoken out. I'm going through that. The joke amongst my friends is I'm going to be their hobby for years. And I mean, we laugh about it because, gosh, we have to laugh. But it's hard when you're the one who is getting people. I have been hurt by people that I thought would be there for me because nobody knew what I was going through. No one knew. And more things are coming up now. I thought it was done. It's not done. I'm still finding out stuff. I am finding out from the past. People are coming forward. It's insane. But everybody's scared. No one wants to be in public. And this is why I'm coming forward. If we are to make a change, we need to make this together. I spoke with someone recently. Baba, I know you're going to hear this. And he said, I told him, I said, Baba, I don't think I'm going to see a change in my lifetime. And he said, you're probably right. Things will never change. And something snapped in me right there. And I said, but wait a second. There was a time that women couldn't have anything either. So we could get together to make a change. I want to dedicate myself for this. My husband used to always tell me that I have too much of a soft heart and that I believe all the sob stories. But the truth is, some of them have broken my heart. When they relay their tales over, you can feel the hurt, the pain, the deceit, all the stuff there. I am asking the community, the people who've been wronged and the true priests to come together. Make sure that when somebody comes forward, you're not quick to blame that victim and to victim shame them. Because it's hard for them to come forward. It's hard for them to tell you what's going on. You think that that decision is easy for anybody? There were some ladies, I saw a compilation, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them that they came forward together. It was like 4 of them. That's hard. I watched that video with tears in my eyes. I ask everybody, if you have a story to tell, tell it. Because you don't know who you could be saving by you telling your story. I am filled with a lot of emotion as I'm finishing out my workday, and I had to stop to get this done. To all of those who have supported me, thank you. To those who haven't, all that I can say is maferefun ego, maferefun orumila, maferefun bogbo Orisha. May they show you what you need to see, and may you be open to it. I have gone forward and I have told priests, real priests, over 40 years, 25, 30 years, have your egos check me out. Check me out. Do you know that I've actually gotten messages? Yep, I checked you out. You're good. My egos, yep, you're legit. What you're saying is true. It should feel like a win. Yes, somebody believes me. But the truth is, I lived it. And it's all my fault. According to the camp over there, it's all my fault. I did this all. But when we look at what has come out, you may have known certain things. You may have not, which is usually the case. I want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone. And in order for us to make a change, we need to come together. And I'm asking the community to come together. I'm asking you to reach out to those people when they come forward, because it's hard. And I want you all to know that the more unity we have and support of one another, the more blessings are going to come our way. So why not? What you give, you're going to get back. So I'm asking the community for this, both sides, and Oh my God, this was supposed to be like a 2-minute video. I wanted to say thank you, and may your elevated ancestors, all of your spirit guides, all Orisha, whatever spiritual things you're into, may they bless you.